Jack, you are coming from a wine cellar, it looks like.
Yes. Trying to find some very different, eccentric little interview space, okay?
Hey, we're keeping it fun. We're keeping it interesting, just as When Calls the Heart is doing with season 12. I cannot believe it. I've been watching this since season one. It's funny because my parents were so obsessed with it, and then I
Really.
got into it.
hmm
And so I mean, I can't believe it's been 12 seasons. What are you feeling 12 seasons in?
I think all of the actors, the whole cast feels that way. It's sort of like we look at it like high school right now. You've gone through grade school and now into high school, and we just kind of meet up in the summer and work into the fall. I think the coolest part of the show, one is the fan base, the hashtag Hardies, which are amazing people and an incredibly loyal audience. And secondly, I've been a part of some pretty amazing shows, and the cast gets along so well. I mean, we actually laugh a lot. We work hard together. We see each other outside the show, and that's pretty rare for 12 seasons.
No, is it kind of like summer camp? You go and you're just having fun in Canada.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. I love that. I love it.
We'll go with that. Okay, well, we're
Yeah.
a couple episodes in already to season 12, but for the people that have not watched,
Mhm.
what can they expect? Why do they need to tune into season 12?
Well, first of all, season 12 consolidates and cements the relationship with Elizabeth and Nathan. Last year was a cliffhanger. This year, they wind up in the first scene, kissing. And it happens to be in front of me when Mountie Jack is awarded his Medal of Honor, which he passed in season 5. It was heartbreaking for our audience. But all of a sudden, Nathan and Elizabeth kiss in front of Bill, and it's like, what's happening? And my line is, are you guys a thing now? And so that was how we ended the cliffhanger last year, this romantic cliffhanger. And they are definitely a couple. And that romantic storyline is really blossoming this year, kind of putting together blended families, how they negotiate and navigate all of that, as well as, we have a new guest coming on the show this weekend. We're moving the air date to Saturday because of the Super Bowl. So it's going to air on the Hallmark Channel Saturday evening, 10 p.m. Eastern. But shall I say it?
You shall.
Well, we have someone leaving a prairie coming over to our prairie. Melissa Gilbert is joining When Calls the Heart this week. And I couldn't be happier about it. She's fantastic. So let's talk about it.
I know, let's talk about it because what
Okay.
can we expect? I feel like we have two like TV industry legends, you and Melissa teaming up now.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, she started us on the show. She's a forensic inspector, and there's a backstory here from the first moment we see each other. Nathan and Bill walk into the jailhouse. We're investigating, Lauren, this gold coin, okay, that we think is from the bank robbery of 1907, a train robbery. And there's a forensic inspector who's going to join us. So as we walk in, she turns around to say something to Nathan, and she sees Bill. Her name is Georgie, and I call it a drop the platter moment. And so from that moment on, you see that there's a history here, a backstory, and that's really what we're going to uncover along with being investigative partners in this gold coin.
And how was working with Melissa?
I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, but it was a delight on several levels. One, she's wired like I am. She loves to rehearse. She loves to go over the dialogue and look for new things. So we hit it off like that immediately. The director, we collaborated on the scenes, trying to figure out the backstory and what the moments should be and where they should be, right? And two, she's really normal. I love that part of her. It was very normal being around her. And I think also rehearsing when a new cast member comes in and just rehearsing and collaborating, I think it helps as actors when you're new to be a part of really quickly. And on a side note, our saloon, we built a train coach in there. So that's where some of these scenes take place. And so we were coming on stage, and I've never seen this. The cast, um, all crew members came and gave Melissa an ovation. And We were just kind of in our corner together before going on set, and it was really a special moment. Yeah, and
Rightfully so.
our production coordinator was like, he's been around a long time, and he goes, I can't believe I'm on the set with Melissa Gilbert and Jack Wagner. I was like, I really wasn't even thinking about myself at all, but it was such a flattering thing. So, it was really great to meet her and work with her, and hopefully we look forward to good storytelling.
No, like I was saying, it's two legends coming together. So
Oh,
of course
so
that standing ovation was probably for you as well. Would you like to see her become a series regular?
well, let me just tease you with this. She comes back. Okay, we've got this really cool episode. She comes back in episode 10. And what happens there, I really got to give it to the writers, is they just put this little sort of how we wrap the storyline up, but they give us this really um, opportunity for a potential romantic moment. Now, I'm not going to tell you if it happens, but the fact that Bill Avery could have a romance, right? I think the audience might like that. And I think Melissa would be fantastic for it. I think it might
I think the audience would love that. I think the Hardies would love that as we were talking about them earlier, which speaking of the Hardies, it is so fun that you have this fan base that,
happen.
a lot of TV shows, movies would love to have. So what does it mean to you as an actor to have this support system?
It's phenomenal. It really is. I think it's a timing thing as well, Lauren, because when I was on General Hospital in the 80s, this audience reminds me of that sort of committed audience, right? But then there were only a few stations. So, you watched with your mother or grandmother, right? The soap operas. And I think the timing of this show is really crucial because anybody now at our fingertips can watch blood and gore, sex and violence, and anywhere you want, right? It's there. But where are you going to find really heartwarming, poignant, comedic, romantic, family-friendly television? And that's what we offer. And I think also that it's a period piece. This is 100 years ago. We're in 1921 now, and I really believe that people fell in love with Erin Krakow, season one, and have joined her journey in the taming the West as a school teacher from the city. And I think that storytelling has held up. She's a fantastic actress. And I think the Hardys have just found a place, a home with this show. And we couldn't be more grateful.
If you could give me a tease, like I know you've already teased a lot, but if you could like give me just one word to tease the upcoming episode, what would it be?
Sexy.